this video, I'm going to be sharing a bit about a sense of separation that oftentimes we can experience if we hold this pattern of being alone in life. Okay, so no matter how many relationships you might have, or friendships you might have, or maybe you're part of a big community, but you still feel that sense of aloneness within yourself that feels pretty deep. And something that I want to also highlight is that that sense of aloneness can oftentimes be rooted in a sense of separation that we've experienced either in this lifetime, past lifetimes, maybe it's ancestral for you as well. So just want to let you know that this pattern could be personal, could be intergenerational, could be kind of a soul level pattern that you chose in this lifetime to transform, to heal, to release. Okay. And the sense of separation can be very strong, right? It's just, once again, like no matter what kinds of connections you have, it just seems like nobody can really get through to you, or like nobody can really see you, or nobody can really feel you. And you might actually got used to experiencing that sense of aloneness and separation, and it just feels quote unquote natural for you. Although part of you might be longing for connection, or longing for, that sense of being met, being seen, being received. So you might be holding both of those conflicting sort of desires inside of you. And it's okay. It's okay for it to be there. And if you want to start to transform it, the invitation here is to practice noticing when that sense of separation comes up for you. And something that I actually chose to do is to, when I recognize that pattern inside of me, is I chose to write down the word separation on a sheet of paper, and I chose to place it on my altar. So I have just a bookshelf that I use as an altar, and I have meaningful objects on there, a candle, and like oracle cards and feathers and things that really like feel beautiful and sacred to me. And so if there's something that I'm working on releasing, or something I'm inviting into my life, I usually use the energy of the altar to help me amplify that, or help me and basically support me with that particular intention. And so that's what I did. And I have been also noticing that sense of separation has been coming up through my Akashic Records readings. It also showed up in my encounter with a road runner that I had in a park. And I do share that story in my blog. So if you're curious, you can go in there and read it. Basically, this is an invitation to dissolve that illusion of separation. Because if you really tap in deeper and you start to create that sense of coherence internally within yourself, that sense of oneness within yourself, you start to recognize that we are part of the collective field, right? We are part of something larger than ourselves. If you believe in divine or God, we are part of that God, divine consciousness. And none of us are really separate from each other. And of course, my human part, my human self always wonders about boundaries. Boundaries still apply. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of your boundaries in your intimate, relationships, friendships, and so on and so on, strangers and things like that. But if we talk about the spiritual aspect of an even energetic component of how we all are living on this, planet on this earth, then there is this sense and this tangible energetic field that we're all part of, including the plants and the animals and the sky and the stars and the sun and the moon and the earth. Everything is interconnected because everything is part of that one energetic field. And this is an invitation, if you want to start to dissolve that sense of separation, so you don't feel like you're locked in it and you're just basically alone in that space. And something I want to highlight is that trauma also oftentimes creates that sense of aloneness, because when we experience a traumatic experience, oftentimes we get, it's an overwhelming experience basically, and we happen to be alone in that space. And so it can be difficult to come out of it without having, connection, without having someone support us on our journey of healing. All right, let me know how this is landing for you. Leave a comment and ask questions if you have questions. And if you want to sign up for my newsletters, I'm going to include a link in the descriptions so that you can join the community that I'm creating, that I'm building, and you can also receive inspiration. You can receive insights, practices, offerings that I have, current offerings that I have and that I'm putting out into the world. All right, take care of yourself and bye for now.